It still amazes me that Digital Extreme keep forgetting to update the newsfeed in their own game about things that they have in fact put on the news part of their own website. The main part of this comes with the dev stream was on, and they kind of forgot to put the dev stream roundup on here, but it's okay, we can do this. Actually, I'm going to go all the way back to their main page because it's right there. So why is it not in the... Anyway, we'll move on. The 7 Crimes of Kullervo is the next update coming to Warframe. They are bypassing the whole Echoes of Deviri in favour of an entirely new update for the new Warframe, Kullervo, and his signature shotgun. This could be quite interesting because it's going to bring a new island to Deviri and lots of other things, but it's also going to come before Wisp Prime will come, and that's when we can start to give rough dates that Digital Extreme refused to get to because all we got was this image that says coming June 2023. Well, they are on a very, very small ticking clock here. In fact, being the 30th of May, try 14 days. Though, technically going from this, it's 15. That should read 76 by now. It will by the time this is actually up, which leaves 14 days because the Prime Access is around for give or take 90 days, sometimes a week before, sometimes a week after. But that locks us into 14 days from the 30th. That, in theory, would be the 13th of June, which works out perfectly to the old Prime release schedule. Why 90 days, you may be asking? It comes from the Prime accessories having 90-day boosters to it, and they tend to do the Prime drop every 90 days to kind of coincide with it, which puts it at the 13th, which would be 2 weeks from today. Tuesday the 13th, they always did Prime drops on a Tuesday, so this would time up perfectly. Are they going to do this? Oh, I really, really hope so, because that would basically mean they have to release, if it's coming in June and they update on a Wednesday, the 7 Crimes of Kullervo with the Kullervo frame on, and I've completely lost the date now, the 7th of June, because they update on a Wednesday, and that gives them a week to get this done. I'm hopeful for this for one reason and one reason alone. They turned around, and to be fair, I should probably do this. Yeah, I've had this open a while. They've turned around and said all hotfixing from Monday's hotfix from then onwards is paused because everybody is working on the next update that will still bring all of the hotfixes that would come in the meantime, but they're making those hotfixes to work on the next update rather than try to make the next update work on the current version of Warframe with hotfixes in between. This tends to happen a week or two before the update is ready to come or be sent to cert. Once it's through cert and console has a release date, they basically turn around and go, it is coming in the next week. Or surprise us amazingly, they've done this a few times, and it's coming tomorrow. It's not coming tomorrow, by the way. Though, to be fair, there's nothing saying they haven't turned around and said it is coming tomorrow. That would amaze people even more. It's coming the 31st. They paused updates for a day. No, cert takes longer than that. So, at the earliest, 6th of June is the hopeful date that we can kind of give this, because Digital Extreme themselves turned around and said the 7 Crimes of Kullervo is coming before Wisp Prime is coming, and Wisp Prime is due on the 13th. Will probably be released on the 14th because the 14th is of course the Wednesday. Hang on. Fact checking. Because just to make sure, yes, the Wednesday the 14th is in fact a Wednesday. Obviously, I just said Wednesday the 14th. They update on a Wednesday now. Primes have been releasing on a Wednesday because that is their kind of update day. Though the timing of it still annoys me quite a bit, I can live with that. That is perfectly fine. Because Wisp Prime is going to be a frame that, for the first time in a while, I will go straight for the frame rather than the weapons. I usually go for the weapons first. Not happening. I'm going straight for Wisp Prime. I will use her to farm the weapons while leveling her up. Though as a side effect may end up with a few of the weapons in the meantime. But that gives dates to this that would have been nice for them to try and stick to. Will it happen this way? Sadly, we are talking about Digital Extreme here. Deviri was 5 months late. And technically, primes can sometimes be a week or two late. If this is going to be the case, I'm hoping that they turn around and say Hildren Prime will be ending on such and such a date, and then have no Prime access like they used to for a week or so, and then Wisp Prime come. That will buy them an extra week. Which means that, yeah, okay, instead of it being the 14th, it'll be the 21st. That Wisp Prime will turn up, meaning that they have a chance to get Kullervo out on the 14th of June. That gives them 2 weeks to get it all sorted out, all finalized, have everything kind of good to go, get it through cert. This is a time frame that is kind of possible. They did show a lot of it in there, and to be fair, should kind of have that running at the same time. But yeah, the whole prison island that's coming to Deviri will bring a 2-week-long event, and they literally showed it in-game. Not finalized, but they did show just how close this thing actually is. So it's not in the realms of hoping that time works out great, and with it not being any updates, hopefully the 7th of June, more than likely the 14th, meaning Wisp Prime can be dated at the 21st of June if they're going to do that afterwards. Let's give them an extra week. The 28th would be really, really frustrating to deal with. But, no, it would still be less acceptable. Wisp Prime needs to come basically the Wednesday after this drops. Because Wisp Prime needs to come at the time Wisp Prime is supposed to come, which would be the 14th of June. Technically would love to see her come on the 7th and have this come 21st, 28th. Would have been fine, but Digital Extreme themselves turned around and said the next Prime will be after this update. The next Prime will come after the 7 crimes of Kullervo, meaning Kullervo comes first. Hoping the 7th for the update, 14th for the Prime. More than likely it'll be delayed by a week. It literally depends how close they are to actually getting this done. And it'll be the 14th for the 7 crimes of Kullervo, and 21st for Wisp Prime. It's a little bit longer than I would really like to be waiting. It's a lot longer than a lot of people would be like, just at all to wait. They don't want to wait an extra 2 weeks for Wisp Prime. Wisp Prime needs to come out, like, now. They should have just turned around and said, oh, Wisp Prime's coming, okay, she's coming next week, Wednesday the 31st. People would have been over the moon. But they're concentrating on this first, which means that we're looking at an early June release either way for one of these. If they delay Wisp Prime till July, there will be hell to pay. They are on a very, very small time frame of a ticking clock here, and it's all based around the beginning of June. Not just June, as they said, it's the beginning of June that they are, I'm hoping that they are aiming to actually get to, but we'll just have to play the waiting game and hope that this is the time frame that they are trying to stick to. Whether it is or not, it's just unconfirmed. All we literally have is an image that says coming in June 2023. Why did that come up at the top? June 2023. We are looking at hopefully the beginning of June, with the fact that they have a 90-day ticking clock for Hildren's Prime Access to basically end. And I did come here and have a look, and there's nothing in here that says ending soon, because they're very, very renowned for going back and just changing old news posts instead of posting new ones. This is very obvious when the fact that beginning March 19th on all platforms. Get the weapon and accessories today, 3rd of March. But it very clearly says March 15th is when she launches, and that very clearly says today. That's some lazy news articling right there, but never mind. With the news that they are hotfixing just no more until 7 Crimes of Kullervo is ready, it means they're in the final stages, and I'm hoping the 6th, 7th would be really nice. I mean, if you think about the name of it and everything else, and the fact that they release updates on a Wednesday, the 7 Crimes of Kullervo on the 7th of June, it would just work out so well for them. But at the same time, to release it on Friday the 7th of July, so the 7 Crimes on the 7th day of the 7th month, would be even better, because that's a lot of 7s. But just having the 7 Crimes of Kullervo launch on the 7th of June would be a great time to release it. Meaning that they can still release Wisp Prime, as she should come on the 14th. Will it happen? We don't know. This is all just guesswork, and it all originates from the fact that they posted this saying hotfixing paused until 7 Crimes of Kullervo update. Fingers crossed is all we can say. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.